and it's the glory. 100 stripes, 100 stories. It's the pledge of allegiance on the 4th of July. It's the handwritten letters from home. It's the sleepless nights alone. Newborn baby you left at your wife. It's the red, white, and blue. Lay down his life. It's the red, white, and blue. While these stars in the stripe. From the hills of Indiana, from the swamps of Louisiana, to the golden coast of California. Mr. Red, White, and Blue laid down his life. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, for these stars and the stripes.
Battle on the Homefront TV. Thank you for watching us. Make sure you subscribe. Danielle and Jude, I will let y'all introduce yourselves. Please, ladies first.
Oh, thank you so much, Kyle. My name is Danielle Edmondson, and I'm the owner of Stem Light Center. It's a stem cell therapy clinic in Mansfield, Texas. And we offer IV infusions and stem cell therapy for families and veterans and children. And it's just an amazing, amazing thing. So you should come and see us, at the Stem Light Center.
I'm Jude McCullough. Kyle, thanks for having us. And hello, Oklahoma. We are down there in Fort Worth, Texas, Aledo country. But I am the founder and CEO of Southern Stem. And we've been helping and treating our veterans for almost over 2 years now with stem cell therapy. And we can get in and talk about it today.
We will.
But we've seen some just amazing results. And it's long overdue that our veterans are covered under insurance. And we finally got a portion of that done.
And you are a veteran, so please give us a little backstory on your time in service. And
Sure. Well, first, my grandfather was a New York police officer, and he volunteered for World War II. So he was killed in action by a German machine gunner. And then my father was also Army. My little brother just retired from the Army, 23 years.
Pedigree of it.
Special Forces. So I'm the black sheep of the family. I went Air Force, United States Air Force. And you can imagine how much I get ragged at Christmas. And
I made a joke about Air Force yesterday on the last show. I said, you want to hear it?
Yeah.
It's pretty
maybe,
hardcore.
not really.
It always
Does
is.
it end with
hardcore.
Chair Force?
No, not at all.
Air
It says, so do you want to hear the best joke of all?
Yeah.
It's the Air Force.
Oh, my.
Well, here's what I tell them every year at Christmas when they start ragging on me. I say, well, you were in a foxhole and I was in a 5-star hotel.
Yeah,
Who's smarter?
I love, and what I love about veterans though is like we can mess with each other like that,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
like let me see a civilian say that to him. You
Yeah,
know
exactly.
what I mean?
Right.
Like, because I'm right there with you. So that's that camaraderie that I truly love is that like you can give each other a hard time, and we all know how crucial each one was.
Oh, yeah.
I've still yet known about the Space Force because it's a new thing, so I'm looking forward to making fun of them.
Right, we'll rag them.
We'll rag them. They're like the next ones that's going to get it. I got to get somebody on Space Force.
Until they send a laser down and save us from that.
So what did you do in the military, in the Air Force?
So I was pretty blessed. I was in worldwide mobility. So my first duty station was Guam. So I can't say I had it too hard. I became an ocean lifeguard, surfer, all this good stuff, right? So
you can surf?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You're going to have to show me.
Sure. Absolutely. Wakeboard, surf, outdoors, everything. We did a lot of fishing out there, too. It's just gorgeous. It's like a mini Hawaii.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this is the Air Force?
Love it.
I'm
a lifer.
Yeah.
Lifer.
What enough money.
Only J-Mac.
Yeah.
Can show up at 19 and just in
and
land
the typhoon
Guam.
had just hit the island, so there was no barracks, so they paid for our condo on the beach.
Oh, you dog. You dog.
Right. And that was the Clinton years, so it was like, this is what we do every day.
And the golf course is on the water. I remember he showed me a picture of him and his brother, and he was like, I go, wow, it's a beautiful golf course. I go, where is that? And he's like, oh, that's the base.
Yeah.
Luxury. Well,
But so we have a long family history of
Yeah.
serving our country, and you know, we have to help our vets. I've seen so many come back with, you know, injuries that are physical, but even more so mental.
yeah,
Right.
invisible wounds, man.
Yeah, and you know, dealing with the FDA and getting these new technologies, biotechnologies covered is a huge part of my mission. So we've come a long way. We've got now have what we call amnio joint injections that are fully covered up to 2 cc's for our veterans. So we're talking, you know, pain, inflammation, whether your knee, you know, you got all our airborne guys.
Yep.
Good Lord, their hips,
Yep.
their knees, my brother, shoulders, arthritis, osteoarthritis, all of that. So Oklahoma vets, I mean, all vets, you don't have to have just TRICARE. TRICARE definitely is covered now, but Blue Cross Blue Shield, whatever insurance you have, we can get you in and get it covered.
I think we have to go deep in question on just explain what stem cells are. And I vetted Jude when me and him kind of partnered up, and we're partnered up now, and we're going to do some great things in the future. But I started researching really into stem cells, and I don't have the whole grasp of it, but I do know that you use stem cells from an umbilical cord, and that's really the most effective umbilical cord. But kind of just give some education, because I'm
sure.
still super uneducated, but I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to get down there and trying it. And I was talking about on my last show, it's like, dude, any tool that we can use to combat, you know, overall health and wellness, suicide, mental health, like whatever it is,
Right.
like we have to figure it out,
Biotechnology.
something. So please go into a little detail on what.
Sure, and you know, the United States was told for a very long time, and also by Big Pharma, that, you know, when stem cells were first coming out, it was aborted fetuses and stuff like that. It was a disinformation campaign like that goes on everywhere.
Cannabis with cannabis, that same deal back in the day.
There you go.
It's the same.
All of a sudden, it was taboo.
Yeah.
Don't do it, and for the most part, it worked. People were scared of stem cells, and still to this day, just like Kyle, you asked me, well, is it a fetus? Is it aborted fetus? No.
Yeah. Even so we just toured up at my lab a while back ago, and my sister-in-law was like, hold on, where are you getting this?
Yeah.
Because it goes against, first off, our
yeah.
moral and Christian
Absolutely.
compass, right?
Christian, yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, when you have a billion-dollar industry, a multi-billion-dollar industry that can put out ads and stuff like that, you know, hell, they do it a lot. So, no, it comes from donated C-sections, umbilical cord C-sections that are pre-screened. You were talking Baylor, Scott and White, hospitals like that that are, you know, pre-screening the umbilical cords, and we figured out a way to pull out the liquid in the Wharton's jelly of an umbilical cord and use it to put live stem cells into people that they're finally letting us do, but it's healing people left and right. And, you know, of course, the FDA has rules and regulations. You can't say it healed this specific thing because the trials weren't complete yet.
I'm sure if like the FDA owned all the process for stem cells or something of that sort, like then they would be like, well, yeah, it works.
yes,
Well,
100%.
why ain't you been doing this?
Yes.
You know, we talked about that earlier about
Right.
you know, CBD and the FDA. It's like, oh, well, you can't say that or do that. But hold on, wait, we have Epidiolex. It's a synthetic CBD, but we sell it,
Yeah,
and it's good. You know what
Or
I mean?
how about
So-
when they approve something and then there's a class action lawsuit
Right.
that people are, you know, and
Then
there's
they're-
no
yeah.
accountability.
Yeah, and then they're like, what? Like we had nothing
But
to do
to
with
the
that.
pharmaceutical
Yeah.
industry, I mean, it's just, it's terrible.
So we're battling to change that, you know, scenario and that how that all works. It's slowly happening because they can't deny the results, right? So
Right.
one thing we do is we always do a personal testimony with the vets before and after. They can't stop us from doing that, right? So
Research.
right? They come back and say, "Yeah, I could barely lift my arm I haven't golfed in 5 years because of it," and then now they're showing us, "Hey, it's healed."
Right.
So that's really a word of mouth, and showing that stuff is what has helped us the most.
Testimonies. I say that all the time, and I said that at our last meeting we was at together. It's like we don't do a lot of marketing. Testimonies sell it for us. Like,
Yeah.
you know, when you're doing ethical, good quality things, like it speaks volume on itself.
Yeah.
Well, and the human aspect, I mean, people sharing their story and like you feel that person and you have what they had or whatever's going on. You're like, I want that, you
Right.
know, and it transfers over, you know, and then the data's there, which is really great. When
Yeah,
you're gonna gather
that
the
is
data.
good. Getting
So-
all that.
Yep. So the synergy behind, you know, partnering with you and Battle on the Home Front, you know, Vets for Trump, big part of all of this. And I call it kind of like the Grand Slam trifecta. You've got the CBD for healing, you've got the stem cells for healing, and then we have these awesome organizations that we can all work together. And now we added for the third one, Connect MD, which is, you know, it takes care of your family for $50-something a month, and
Like up to 9 people.
right, yeah,
for the large
So
family
if
plan.
your son or daughter has strep throat, you don't have to go to the doctor's office.
Right.
You know, just pick up the phone, televisit, and
within
they
the-
prescribe.
And 24/7, 365, doesn't matter what time it is, with that service, and then within like 15 minutes, you have a doctor on there that's in there. It's powerful, like it's a useful tool. We're gonna take a quick commercial break. Hey, check out our sponsors.
This is Brian Prater, owner of Prater Roofing Construction. Guys, listen, we're out here servicing Oklahoma and surrounding states. Definitely want to pay tribute to the men and women that fought for this country, any patriots. We service everybody. You can reach us at 405-334-7708, and we'd love to come to work for you. Thank you.
Hey, we're back, everybody. This is going to be a great, absolute great episode for Battle on the Homefront TV. Jude, continue. I know we got so much to talk about.
We do. So as far as any of the vets that want to come and get your shots covered, we're going to do a big clinic day down in Mansfield, Texas, which is about 10 minutes outside of Fort Worth, Texas, on April 21st. So Wednesday, April 21st, we'll send out a flyer. I know Kyle will put it out on his stuff, social media. But we'll give you the website. Of course, it's southernstem.com. We'll give you some numbers to call. You may have to do a televisit. The insurances are requiring that you have seen your doctor within 90 days for pain or inflammation. But they're enter Connect MD. So you can just do a televisit. Not only you're covering your family with great health coverage, but it qualifies you with the insurance companies to get your 2 cc's of joint injections for the stem cells. So we'll launch that. We'll get it out to everybody. And hopefully for the Oklahoma vets, we might have some super good news
I
up
hope.
here and
I hope
possibly
so.
launching a clinic up here.
That'd
for
be
you
massive.
guys. Yeah.
I know. I want to be a part of that in every way I can. I got to get down to Texas because I'm super excited to get stem cells. I can tell you that right now.
You are one of those folks that have to have it. I mean, I did it. So I was in a hunting accident about 8-10 years ago. I was in a tree climber and the safety strap broke. Fell like 30 feet, crushed my T7, fractured my L3, L4. So they wanted to open me up, and you talk about divine intervention. It's another time for another story.
God
but
works in mysterious
yeah, there was
ways.
angels. I was in Podunk, Alabama, and they were going to cut me open and do spinal surgery. And the doctor saw my name and said, "Is his mom Barbara McCullough back in Fort Worth, Texas?" They're like,
wow.
"Yeah."
Oh,
He's
wow.
like, "No one touched this kid." So they did not open me up, and he had worked with my mother for 27 years. My mom was an RN.
Yeah.
And so
Wow.
they saved me. Who knows what would have happened? I probably would have been crippled.
You would have been practice.
Right.
Medical
In
practice.
the middle of the woods.
Just
It's the smallest
work on this.
smallest
Golly.
hospital in Alabama. But so for 8 to 10 years, I lived with chronic pain. If it rained, it was awful. So I actually had the stem cells put right into my back intramuscular and within 48 hours, it was pain-free, and I've never had pain again.
Wow. So tell me how stem cells work, though. That's really even where my...
Right. So the layman way to put it is, it's brand new cells. If you think about an umbilical cord, what nutrients and things it's giving to the baby, right? That God gave a mother to transfer to a baby to build all those amazing things, muscles, cells, neurons, things that we can't even really comprehend. So you take that and you put it into your body, and you're developing you're getting brand new stem cells throughout your body. So the way I like to tell people, it's going through your entire body, and your body's like a highway. It's looking for the potholes all throughout your body. It's over here, fixes one pothole, goes on to the next inflammation or pothole. And not only that, it's replenishing your body with new stem cells and killing off the zombie stem cells that you've developed with all this, what we eat and what we've done over the years, drinking, stuff like that. I hate when people say it's the fountain of youth, but I mean, just as a byproduct of me getting the stem cells, my eyesight got better. 20/20
You look
eyesight.
like you're about 25 years old, bud. I don't know what's going on with
I'll
that.
come on this show every time. But my hair started growing more. I mean, it's incredible. So
I could understand it doing that. I could.
Yeah.
It makes sense to me, and especially since I'm heavy in the CBD side of things, and so I understand that. And the way you described it is real similar to, how the endocannabinoid system works and stuff like that, and how CBD is like, and the best way I describe it to people too is it's like a lock and key, right? And it goes into those neurotransmitters that are firing, and so I could understand that, and I could understand the stem cells being an even more powerful tool with that as well.
Regenerative.
Yeah, like that's
your body's regenerating.
What's the difference in? I got a crazy story. I don't even know if I want to talk about it, but what's the difference in the powdered umbilical cord that they capsule?
What?
Have you heard of that?
No, you're talking about just storing your children's umbilical cord?
Yeah. Well,
or the placenta, where they're
with the placenta.
eating the placenta.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes.
My
That's
sister
different.
had some
Yes.
capsuled
Yeah.
placentas.
She just in taking them. Yeah. I mean, that's giving you.
And I ate a
nutrients
whole
and stuff.
handful of them. And I thought it would help me somehow. And I was like, oh, what? Was this make me a cannibal? That was back when I was out of my mind. Back in the
that
day.
comes out at the end. But no, it's different from.
Definitely not the same, but
umbilical cord is,
Well, bioavailability and everything like that,
right.
too. And
well, the cytokines and the growth factors and just in the tissue, and that Wharton's jelly, that cushion is amazing.
So that Wharton's jelly is some big stuff.
It's some big stuff.
It's part of the whole deal, though.
Yes.
What God gave us.
Yeah.
You know?
It's such a whole nother...
Yeah, I know.
Oh, it's alien when you think about how we
level.
grow a human being
It's
inside
next
us.
level.
Well, I mean, and then on your side of the fence, God gave us all those plants.
For sure.
To heal.
Oh.
I say it all the time. I've said it probably 300 times on the show. Is God is the best pharmacist.
Yes.
There
For
you
sure.
go.
I think there's got to be different. There has to be a different approach to things, But and y'all also, so you also have not natural in a sense, the ketamine.
Yes.
That's a whole nother thing too.
Yeah, and that goes really deep, right? So, and Danielle can probably talk a little bit about it, but I mean, there's so much data now around even LSD in certain doses that are healing the brain pathways and the neurons. And, Tony Robbins speaks about it a lot. You can get so negative.
I love him.
We love him too.
I love him.
Yes.
I listen to him every morning.
He's my inspiration.
Yeah.
Sure.
So you can either be negative or positive. But over years and years of keeping those same thoughts and without breaking them, I think the ketamine and the LSD and stuff like that are finally figuring out that it can change your mindset,
And we talked about it earlier, and I'd like to see psilocybin legalized.
Absolutely.
I think it's
Right.
a powerful tool for depression, for
It is.
PTSD,
Oh, it absolutely is.
anxiety.
And
Well,
a lot of this stuff, sorry,
No,
I mean,
it's okay.
a lot of this stuff is
We're
been-
excited.
Yeah.
I
We're
love
excited.
it. No, I love it too.
Yeah.
Plant medicine? Are you
Yeah.
kidding? Like ayahuasca and iboga and all that
It's
stuff.
been reserved for the
it's
very
amazing.
rich, the wealthy. They've known about it for many, many decades, right? Centuries, if you will. And they always seem to have access to it. And when you finally talk to someone that's on that level, like, yeah, I've been doing that for years with my doctor.
Yeah.
and you're like,
Thanks.
my doctor never told me about that.
Yeah, no, because it's
So-
easier for them to prescribe some Xanax.
Exactly.
but
You
you
know
know,
what I mean?
Oxycontin.
Yeah.
but it's their. We were just talking about that with our scientist friend out of Florida. But you know, the whole industry, their business model is a sick model. If people aren't
sure.
sick, they don't make
sure.
money.
sure.
So it's all
Yeah,
geared
cancer
that
is
way.
a big business. The
It's
depression
an
is a big
industry.
business.
Cancer is an
Yeah,
industry. I mean,
Yeah.
think about all the jobs that would go away.
for sure.
I mean, it is what it is.
sure.
I mean, and you're not
I'd
supposed
love-
to talk about it, you
Right.
know. But it's like,
Right.
oh, I'll probably,
Let's
you know,
talk about it though.
you know, I'll buzz
Yeah.
in 5 minutes, but no.
So
You know.
I feel like I'm about to be like Joe Rogan when I say this, but what do you think about DMT?
It's amazing. It's
well-
amazing. 5-MeO DMT is life changing.
Yeah, DMT is a powerful
We,
tool.
Well, 5-MeO DMT comes from the bulbous frog,
Mm-hmm.
and you know it's 15 minutes of, and you smoke it with a shaman, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, in a controlled area, and it's
So we did it
incredible. I've
Awesome.
done it.
We did it.
We did it together.
in a legal country.
Absolutely,
For
in a
sure.
legal
So,
country.
I've done DMT in an illegal country,
Okay.
so
Yes.
It's amazing.
And
And I've seen the Joe Rogan
Yeah.
thing on it with Alex Jones, and
I did feel like Joe Rogan when I was
Yeah,
asking
that
about
was
DMT.
hilarious,
So
by the
what
way.
about elk meat and DMT?
You gotta love Joe.
I can
though.
say this: it
He's
was
funny.
when they say it's life changing. It was amazing.
It
was
gives you a
unbelievable.
deeper perspective for sure.
I felt like kind of like how God created us.
Mm-hmm.
You truly feel that we're all one. We're universal.
It's powerful.
And we're all brothers and sisters. So if we had more of it, it would be more of that mindset around the world. Less wars and less hate and more love.
I think we need to open up, like we were saying earlier, every tool that we can do to get away from pharmaceuticals or synthetics. And,
Right.
Hey, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Y'all check out the sponsors.
Jude McCullough here. I'm a United States Air Force, proud United States Air Force veteran, and founder and CEO of Southern STEM at southernstem.com. We've been doing stem cell therapy for a little over 2 years now. Come see us, get the inflammation, the pain, get it away, take it away. Everything from PTSD to TBI to joint injections, inflammation, pain. Come talk to us. Jude at southernstem.com and website southernstem.com, supporting Battle on the Homefront and Vets for Trump. Thank you. God bless.
Hey, we're back. Battle on the Homefront TV. Make sure you subscribe. We're just talking about just natural alternatives, and we have to have something else, right? We have to dig deep. We have to figure out an option other than pharmaceuticals that do nothing but cause worse effects.
Right.
Exactly.
And we've got to realize that Big Pharma has an agenda. Hello.
For sure.
Like Danielle said, if you're not sick, they're not making money.
That's
So
sad.
it's up to us to be educated and smart and change that. And as far as our vets, you know, they gave everything to protect this country, and they've gone through, man, a lot more than the normal civilian sometimes. You know, from all of our wars, Vietnam, that they weren't even, you know, thanked for, but forced to go. So the PTSD and the trauma for all of our vets, it should be first on our list, and we should honor them and heal them with, you know, the
Alternative.
biotechnology that we know we
sure.
have now.
Yeah, it's crazy because you see, like, you can see the visible wounds. We know that, and they see that, and man, you know, but you know, and they still go through, and you can't lose a limb and not have mental health from that, right?
Right,
Trauma, you know,
right.
but like it really it just like rips my heart up because I deal with it, so I know, right? Like I understand it in every aspect. But you see somebody sitting there smiling and they're happy, and just because just because you carry it doesn't mean it ain't heavy,
right?
And so I think it's so important to, and that's a lot of what my show is about, is breaking that stigma and being the cock diesel A-type personality and say, man, I'm hurt, and I'm trying to figure my own life out and through my healing process, and even with all of these amazing things that we're talking about through medicine and stuff like that, it's definitely and I talk about it all the time, it's definitely, there's a lot of things. There's not just one thing that goes into helping it. There's a lot of moving parts there. And we talked about food as medicine. That's one. Getting healthy, exercising, finding that camaraderie and that brotherhood, and finding these veteran-based nonprofits that can support or not nonprofits, just organizations. Battle on the Homefront is one. And having that camaraderie and getting involved with either your community through Battle on the Homefront or whoever they are, but just finding that again, and it's really important. And I said it on the last show, like we got to have every tool that we can to combat what we're fighting.
And I think that's really why we also started, Danielle and I, Heal for Humanity. We started out saying, should it be a 501c3? And then we went back and forth. So it's not yet, and it may not be, but it's kind of exactly like you said, Kyle, bringing all of the tools at our disposal from medical standpoint now that we've seen healing our vets and individuals, civilians, but all of these personal testimonies that we've seen, we know it's working. People are sleeping through the night, just for one instance. But Danielle, do you want to talk a little bit about Heal for Humanity?
Yes, because it really came from the heart because, well, he's an amazing veteran that I love dearly.
I do.
We married to you one day.
This year.
And we've done so much together. And we've when we started the STEM Light Center and we saw the patients coming in, and it's expensive. I mean, the out of pocket is a lot. So I got so many phone calls from people that literally break my heart because they don't have the funds and they're really suffering and they can't even buy healthy food. They're like, it's just sad. And I'm like, okay, we've got to create a fund. I mean, there's all these crowdsourcing things. I mean, we don't even have to do a 501c3. We can do $1 at a time, but we need marketing. We need to start a movement.
SMG.
Yes,
to
start a movement because we are a sick country. And we should not be. We should be on top of our game and look at everybody who's sick and families are sick. And what really, really hurts me the most is our children that are obese and that have autism and that have all these things because they're being bombarded by all the heavy metals and the free radicals and the vaccines. And they get 57 vaccines before they're 3.
Like, that's ridiculous.
No.
But I also know, not to interrupt, I also know we're a very giving country. And there's a lot of multimillionaires, even middle class, low income, that'll give $1, $5, and there's millionaires that want to support this stuff. We just got to get it out there and say, look, this
support the family, support this guys, child, support this veteran.
I'm looking forward. I'm very much looking forward to making the connection with SMG here that does all my shows.
That's awesome.
They are absolute patriots here.
I love it.
And so they're going to support you and help you in every way possible. I'm going to as well.
Well, it's about a collaboration.
For sure, and that's how it should be. And especially this is what working with all these other nonprofits, veteran-based nonprofits, it's competitive.
Yeah, I'm starting to see that.
Yeah, it is.
I don't really like it.
Oh, you ain't raising money on my side of town.
I'm like, why?
We got to change that too.
No, and that's why I don't like that. That's one of my other reasons, right? Is like I don't like that competitive nature. So
I think other people are seeing that, and they're like, well, then they're starting to call a little BS on certain organizations.
Sure.
Then they won't even go and donate necessarily because they're worried about that. Where's the money going?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. They upset me, and I'm like, all right, well, I'll get online and just see how much your salary is and how much you're actually putting out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's all public record.
Yeah.
Come on, you want to play that game?
Yeah.
We're all gonna be on the same team.
Then they're like, never mind.
Oh, wait. Yeah. But please continue on your mission and what you're talking about.
So it's really, it starts with, making a personal testimony for yourself is to, heal for humanity, because to raise the frequency and the vibration here on earth and to be able to live in your natural birthright okay, which is wellness, is optimal well-being, to be in your godly purpose, because God gave us all a blueprint to come in and do. But if you're sick, or you're taking care of a sick child, then you're taken away from that, that path, if you will. And so I just think it's like all coming together, and then, bringing these organizations of the telemed program, the stem cell therapy. I mean, offering these, through our network, and getting the donations to be able to sponsor a family, sponsor a child, sponsor a vet.
Love it.
That's it in a nutshell.
You said vibrations, but have you ever heard of vibrational frequency programming?
I'm all about that.
All of my active duty RX products are vibrational frequency programs.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
And just so everybody knows out there, they're actually, so when they do that, we actually use healing verses from the Bible.
So I've known I love you even more.
Yes.
That is so exciting, because it's like I've been into biofeedback and biofrequency, specific frequency, and that is our future, folks. We're not even going to need, I hate to say it, stem cells, but we have to do this, to get to that level. But we're going to be able to just, program the cell, which we do, and it'll be mainstream.
Yeah, my marketing's programmed to keep you moving.
That is amazing. Well, thank you for sharing that, because I would have never known that, and that makes it even better. I can't wait.
Yeah.
That's great.
One other thing I'm trying to do to change the paradigm, no one really likes to go to a hospital or a clinic or whatnot. And, with Major Ed, he does a lot of sporting events, right? Whether it be Phoenix Open, Masters, whatever, Super Bowl. You guys do a ton of stuff, horseback riding, fishing. Mm-hmm. Who says we can't do the treatments there?
Yeah,
we're talking about
mobile.
Yeah, mobile. If anyone's
Mm-hmm.
out there, they have a large busing company or whatever. We're looking for a donation of a bus, a medical bus, so where we could take to these events. And whether it's a golf tournament, we get the vets there an hour early, and they're pre-screened. And they get a stem cell shot or injection before they golf or while they're horseback riding or fishing. It just changes everything. I want to be happy while I'm getting medical attention too, right? Or don't have to be in a chair looking at a white wall in a cold hospital.
You kind of break that stigma of that, right? Like, listen,
we can world.
we can have better health and wellness and quality of life, and it doesn't have to be miserable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So hey, we're gonna take a quick break again. Check out the sponsors, y'all. Hey, we're back, Battle on the Homefront. Normally, we only do 3 10-minute segments. This is probably one of the best shows that I've had. No disrespect to my past guests, but this is a great show, and we're hitting some amazing topics. And we're just talking about, being able to break that stigma of, like, it doesn't have to be miserable to go in. You know what I mean?
White knuckling it, like I got to go to the hospital, or I got to go into the
I hate them. Yeah. I hate hospitals. They trigger something in me anyways. And
now after COVID, everything, you don't even
I'll take a stem cell shot right here and jump on a horse.
No doubt. Why not? And fish off the back of the horse.
Right on. I mean, we got to change the way we do stuff.
Yeah, we got to take care of ourselves, and we got to figure out ways to do that. And I think it's just hard for us because we this is how it's done.
Right.
Like, no, hold on, wait. We got the mobile stem cell bus.
Yeah.
Bam, bam, hit you, and they're out. You're over there golfing and fishing again.
I'm not kidding. I'm serious.
Well, just drive by it.
Yeah, so we've actually done it so far. We had the big TK Tim Clun event with the softball.
Memorial Day.
Yeah, Memorial Day.
Celebrity Day Memorial Softball.
Yes, that he does every year. And we said, why not? He gave us a suite upstairs. We brought the cryo tank. We brought the things. We put the veterans on the pre-intake forms. We did we donated 20 stem cell shots.
Nice.
While they were coming up from the field at the stadium. They just he's like, go up to the suite.
I should have been in there, man. I should have been there.
Yeah. Yes, it was wonderful.
Yeah, we donated, and our veterans have come back just from those half cc shots that we donated.
Oh. It was amazing. We were shocked.
2 veterans that couldn't smell or taste.
Oh, wow.
Within
24
a week.
Is that because of COVID?
No.
This was 2 years ago.
Okay.
This was the first year we opened.
And they called us crying.
2019.
It's the first time I've tasted vanilla in my coffee in however many years. Since
it's
the bomb went off in Iraq, got hit by the roadside bomb. this is amazing, right? We did it at a softball event. That's what we need to do.
That's cool.
And it was seamless. It took, the joint injections take 5 minutes, guys. It's like a vitamin B12 shot. Okay.
The intake takes longer, than the actual.
Yeah. So
you
we just need to, again, marketing. We got to get it out there. Yes.
SMG. I love it.
And we can make it fun, and we can all heal.
For sure.
And I'm all over that.
Heal
love
for
it.
humanity, folks.
I love it. I love the name.
Let's get
too.
on that. I know, because it's raising our frequency. That's why we're here. Stem light is, I say, turn on your stem light, because our stem cells are.
Tell us about Stem Light. We haven't even got into that.
It's our center, and we started it 2 years ago, and I've had a vision. I've been in holistic wellness for 20 years.
Love it.
So I'm not an MD or a nurse, but we are partnered with an MD in Mansfield. They do all of our clinical side. The big vision, as he's told you, is the Light Ranch, and we're looking to move into and create a whole holistic wellness retreat center
cool.
where people, medical tourism, and then my passion is the children, and I'm a life coach for the last 20 years, but I've created a program for children called Light School.
You're a life coach?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Keeps getting better.
That's my gift.
I need a life coach.
Continue.
I'm sorry.
Hey, I'll give you positive vibes. But yeah, so anyway, so the kids come, and it's yoga based, Christian based, and it's all about getting back to the land. So it's a place where we seed to table gardening. They learn what plants are, how they grow, and what they do in the body, superfoods. They equine therapy. That's my passion. I was an equine therapist, and I think that every kid needs to get on a horse because it totally grounds you. And if you have ADD or ADHD or all this nonsense, and you can't, it totally changes because you get grounded in your body.
I love it.
And you couple it with, hey, mom and dad get to come, or they get to come and get stem cell therapy and do yoga and, go ride a horse or, just relax in the environment that we're going to create. It's called the Light Ranch.
That's amazing.
So
this is actually the first time. So if y'all know, they drove up from Texas for the show, and we had some other business. What y'all think of the lab, Can-Tek Labs?
It's truly amazing.
It's amazing.
What they've done here. It's when you hear it on the phone and you talk about it.
I told you, I was like, listen.
You cannot understand until you walk through.
I tried to tell you
the plant,
but y'all just come up from Texas, and this is really the first time that we've got to really pin the Light Ranch into talk. I'm in love with y'all. Y'all are
what
amazing.
You're doing, it's like a great synergy. We can do a lot together.
A lot together. Now I'm so grateful for this connection because there are some amazing things that we can do together, without a doubt.
And Governor of Oklahoma, Governor of Texas, senators, we're coming to you for grants. We need help. We need state grants, especially with the COVID funds and the money that has been put aside for health and wellness. You need to help us. Our vets deserve it.
For sure.
And we want to talk to you, okay?
Yeah, and whether it's federal government, I don't know what part of the government does it, but quit sending money to foreign countries to help them.
Thank you.
Won't you take care of the Homefront and take care of the people that fought for it, the people that are still fighting for it, the first responders? That should be a priority.
Right.
100%.
It is absolute trash that other people are taking care of. The men and women that fought for this country, the first responders that are here. It's shameful. They should be ashamed of themselves why they make their $250,000 a year up there doing nothing. Don't get me hyped up.
I know.
Come on.
Well, I've always said that it's like, what's going on in our own country? When I say we're sick, I'm talking about we're not in optimal well-being, and then there's the homeless factor, and then there's the opioid factor, and there's just all this stuff going on, and then hunger. No one should be hungry. No one should be going without food or water or whatever, and it's happening right here in the United States. We don't need to be helping all these other people. We need to deal with our home front first. You're right. And
I think instead of all these ridiculous Bradford pears they plant down the streets, they should plant pear trees.
Right.
Let's put some food on the streets.
100%.
Grow gardens on rooftops. Urban in the cities.
We should have gardens everywhere. We should be able to.
Yeah.
It's a shame. I just wish the big picture thought like us little guys.
Yeah.
Right. But to that point, help us be the force of nature that we are.
For sure.
Vets out there, congressmen, whatnot.
Yes.
Help us do what we need to do. you hear our ideas and we're implementing them, but we need, as everything, it takes money. So help us.
We the people.
Yeah.
We the people.
Absolutely.
We need to come together as the people.
Or you won't have a country left.
I got goosebumps talking about
Yes,
it.
Yeah.
That's
Passion
Holy
is all
Spirit.
good. Yeah,
Holy Spirit.
that's it.
Praise
That's
glory
it.
to God.
Hey, y'all, please plug away. I know this was an absolute great show. I got to get y'all on again.
So much fun.
I got to get y'all on again for sure.
Yeah,
So
this is
much
great. So southernstem.com, Jude at southernstem.com, and we love our Vets for Trump. Lots of stuff going on there. Great things. We're never ever out of the fight. Also, Vets Keeping America Great Again.
Awesome.
So, man, thank you so much, Kyle.
Thank
this
you,
is
brother.
amazing what you're doing with Battle on the
Amazing.
Homefront and what you have achieved with
Thank
that
you.
lab and plant. Man,
Thank
I'm
you.
excited.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, and come to the STEM Light Center, stemlightcenter.com. Every new patient gets $1,000 off of the live mesenchymal cells. We can talk about that. And then, of course, we got Southern STEM. You can come and get some joint injections, and it'll be covered by insurance. So that's awesome. Come see us, and it's stemlightus@gmail.com or stemlightcenter.com.
Love it.
Thank
And you can
you.
also go to Southern STEM, click on their CBD there,
That's right.
and they carry all of our CBD products,
Yes.
Pure Canaceutical, Active Duty RX, you name it, they got it. We're 110% in this together. Thank y'all. Stick around for the next show.
God bless.
God bless.
It's the guts and it's the glory. 100 stripes, 100 stories. It's the pledge of allegiance on the 4th of July. It's the handwritten letters from home. It's the sleepless nights alone. Newborn baby you left at your wife. It's the red, white, and blue. Lay down his life. Mr. Red, White, and Blue brought these stars and the stripes from the hills of Indiana, from the swamps of